This is a video to help you make an origami Christmas bookmark. So I've got a few examples here. Got a little reindeer, a penguin, a Christmas tree. I'm going to show you, I'm using green paper, so mine will turn into a Christmas tree. I'm sure you guys are creative. You could probably come up with even more things than those three examples that I have there. I have lots of different colored origami paper. Some of it is color on one side, white on the other. Some of it's color on both sides. So the directions for most of this don't really vary depending on whether you have two-sided or one-sided origami paper, but just this very first step, if you have one-sided origami paper, you're going to want to pay attention to which way your paper is facing. After that, it really won't matter. You only need one sheet of paper. Pick the one color you think you're going to want. I'm sure you can make like a polar bear, an elf. I'm sure there's lots of other Christmassy things you guys could think of. But this eventually goes on the corner of your book. Here, I can show you. So, as I'm getting ready to pack up for class is over and I need to mark my spot, you just slip it over the top there, and it's a bookmark. And then now when I open it up, I can find my page right away, and it looks cool. You can see all of these need like a little bit of embellishment. So on this one, I cut out a little piece of paper and colored it brown, or you could just use brown construction paper to make the trunk. I cut out a star and colored it with gold Sharpie, and then I obviously added my lights here for both the penguin and the reindeer. I cut out some eyes, and you can see antlers, flippers, nose, things like that. Here I colored in the bottom, so that would be black and white like his little body there. So you can add on once you're finished. I have construction paper and Sharpies and all that stuff as well. All right, so get your origami paper, and you can see over to the side here, these are like my instructions that I'm looking at as well. Make sure I don't mess anything up. Okay, if you have the one-sided paper, you're going to want to make sure that it's white side facing up right now for while we're folding. If you have two-sided, it doesn't matter. So take your paper and turn it so it looks more like a diamond. And we're going to fold, and the key to origami is to be really, really precise. Like the more precise you are, the more careful you are about making a really nice, good fold and taking your time, the better this will look. We're folding it in half by bringing that bottom up, and you want to try to really line it up. Take your time. And nice, good creases help as well with origami. Okay. Now go ahead, open it up. Now that you've made that crease, a lot of times for origami you just need the crease, and then turn it and do the same thing, but folding now, you already have that crease going down the middle of your shape, so fold up again, but now you're making a new crease. And again, try to be as precise as you can, so sometimes you're going to feel like I'm taking a long time here, but it's just because I'm trying to be really precise with my fold. So if you did that part correctly, if you open it up now, it should kind of look like a kite. You should have a crease going this way and a crease going this way all the way across, all right? So next thing you're going to do is, and again, if you have white-sided on one side, you want to keep it white side facing you right now, is you're going to, when it's folded up like this, so fold it back up, you're going to take, so the color would be at you now that you folded it, right? But you had white side and now you fold it up to see the color. Pull this top down so that the tip of that triangle touches right down here at the edge, and then make a crease. So we just took this, folded it down to the bottom, made a crease. All right. Now that we've done that, these sides are going to get folded in, okay, on both sides. So I'm just going to turn it a little bit to make it easier for me to fold. But I'm going to take this bottom corner here now that I've turned it, and I want that corner to come up right and meet the triangle that I folded down before. And again, this is where I figure out how good I was at folding, because you can see how well it lines up or overlaps or not. And then it'll fold up a little bit, and that's okay. Turn it the other way and do the same thing on the other side. Take that bottom, fold it up to meet in the middle. So now if I turn it back this way, it should look like this. I'm going to move this for a second so I can double check my directions. Yes. Okay. So now I want to take You can kind of let these open back up a little bit here. I'm going to take this corner and fold it so it just covers up half of what looks like a white diamond right now. If you have two-sided, you don't really see the white diamond, but you see this diamond shape in the middle. So this corner is going to fold up to touch the top of my shape and make a triangle like that. And again, make a nice crease so it stays. And you're going to do the same thing with the other side. And then you can kind of let that unfold. Now that I've folded this up, I'm going to tuck it back behind here. So I'm going to turn this up so you can kind of see. See how there's a pocket in there? So I'm taking this up and I'm going to tuck it in that pocket. And it should fit in pretty nice. You're going to want to try to, you can see, really get it in there. Okay. And then you can kind of lay it down and fold and crease over it, and that'll help it stay in there. And do the same thing on the other side. Bring this up, tuck it inside the pocket. That's it, actually. So now that you have your bookmark, you can see this is the pocket that would go on your page. I've done a green one here, so now to make it a tree, I could just take scissors and cut out little notches here on the side, like you can see I did on this one already, on both sides, and then I just add whatever embellishments I want. You can see here, this originally would have just been folded black, and then I just added the embellishments. The reindeer I actually kind of turned upside down, so originally it would have looked like this, right? And then I turned it this way to make it make sense for the reindeer's face. So that's it.